Is the number of years one can expect to live, on average, given their age and sex. Taking into consideration the pattern of mortality rate over time, and given the existing composition of Belize's population, a person who survives to a particular age can expect to live longer. In most cases, however, life expectancy refers to when a new baby is born and how long they are expected to live, all things remaining constant.
Boys tend to succumb at a much higher rate than girls during the first year of life. And then later on, as we approach young adulthood, men are far more likely than women to engage in risky behaviors. So the fast driving, drinking under the influence, becoming involved in behaviors that can result in violent deaths. Men tend to seek medical attention not quite as readily as females. Some of these are the reasons why there is such a large gap in life expectancy at birth between males and females.
The reason why there is a higher mortality rate among males can be attributed to genetics. Nonetheless, newborn babies are very susceptible to factors such as birth defects and respiratory illnesses. Thus, there is a fairly high chance of dying during the first year, particularly if the right infrastructure is not in place to provide the necessary support.
If you survive to age 1, your life expectancy goes up by a few months, for males more than for females. Children who are now 10 years old can expect to live on average about 65 more years. Now, if you are just retiring from the government service or about to retire, the government can expect to pay on average about 26 years of pension to you. Note that by the time you get to age 55, the gap in life expectancy between males and females has closed significantly. At birth, there was about almost a 6-year difference in life expectancy between males and females, but by 55, it's been reduced to about 2 years or so. For our older persons who are about 80 years old now, they can expect to live on average another 10 years. And by this time, there is no difference in life expectancy between males and females.
In the regional context, while Belize is behind Costa Rica, we are on an average level with Mexico and Panama, and almost 10 years in life expectancy ahead of Nicaragua.
It is very important that when you talk about life expectancy, you say on average, because there's no guarantee that an 80-year-old will live 10 more years. Some 80-year-olds will die before they get to 81. Some will die at 85, and some will live to 105. And so we average all of those years that they would live together to get this 10 years or so. Now, like I mentioned before, the life expectancy, the life tables allow us to see how well we are doing compared to our neighbors. And here you will see that we're pretty much on par with Mexico and Panama. However, Costa Rica is about 5 years ahead of us. On the other hand, we are about 8 years or so ahead of Nicaragua.
As it concerns life expectation, based on the number of additional years the population can now expect to live, the Social Security Board, for example, in planning ahead, may want to consider how many more persons they will be paying a pension to for the years to come, to ensure that they can meet their financial obligations. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.